WUFT TV News.
This is a WUFT News Update. I'm Quan Mcwil. Dog attacks and aggression have some Alachua County residents concerned, but longtime trainers like Pepe Peruyuro says there are things that owners can do. Some of the basic forensic techniques that students acquire from this academy include scene assessment and photography. You got all kinds of organizations coming together and rocking the stadium right here, actually on one of their floats. Just a few days after Tyrone Oliver won the runoff election for his seat, he received this letter from the city of Ocala's attorney stating that the Florida's constitution may prevent him from serving on the council. He was rushed to Shands Hospital where surgeons amputated his leg. Dr. Stahl sued the city of Gainesville, which runs RTS bus system. Mumford says these gears will protect firefighters from heat exposure, but not the generated particles. Despite the stigmatism, Florida is seeing a growth in medical marijuana industry. Every kid at this Christmas show party will receive 3 toys, and the luckier ones will receive this bike right here.
WFT has exclusively obtained the 5-hour interrogation video showing a husband and father admitting to killing his wife and their teenage daughter.
Since this case is pending in court, the state attorney's office redacted some of the disturbing details revealed by Williams himself. The words of an accused killer.
So the cat is out of the bag.
For the first time, you are hearing Paul Williams explain what happened inside his Alachua County home 15 months ago.
I didn't realize that, what I did would be so gravity restricting, total selfishness.
According to the Alachua County Sheriff's Office, Williams confessed to brutally stabbing to death his wife Leslie and teenage daughter Paige.
I miss them very much.
He said they're everything to you, and you're going to miss them.
Yes.
Many of the answers Paul Williams gave detectives during this 5-hour interrogation were long-winded and sometimes puzzling. For example, after locating the bodies, deputies spent hours searching for Williams.
I was just driving around trying to see if law enforcement would find me.
Williams' case has moved slowly in circuit criminal court, with questions about his mental health and whether he's fit to stand trial.
So the specific questions are, do you understand the charges against you? Are these serious charges? Are these misdemeanors or felonies? Do they understand the potential penalties?
Dr. Jason DeMary has no connection with this case, but has previously conducted competency evaluations and testified in criminal court.
If the symptoms that are being presented are wholly inconsistent with known mental illnesses, it suggests that a person could potentially be masquerading as being mentally ill and incompetent.
Of the chilling tape, Williams offered only one explanation for his actions.
What's your hypothesis?
That it's definitely the devil.
If the court rules Williams incompetent, he won't be tried until he's rehabilitated at a treatment facility.
I like it when y'all call me to help. That's my thing.
Many people know Rich Johnson by his Christian shirts.
No, if there's one way you want to make me mad, then don't call me.
And that megawatt smile he wears. A smile you can often find at Gulf Marine in Panama City. Rich runs this boat dealership with his slogan,
Ride the new wave.
He's recently a part of a new wave of changes. A non-profit dedicated to communities affected by Hurricane Michael.
Yeah, he's amazing.
These volunteers box donations like paper towels, canned foods, and snacks.
Not only did he provide us with a space to make this happen today, he also contributed financially to help purchase all the food for the boxes as well.
Then stack them into Ridge's trailer.
Headed to Foxwood Apartments, Panama City. It's a low-income housing area that's got really hurt from the storm.
Delivering these essential items to families still struggling after Hurricane Michael. People like Brittany Pitts and her 4 kids who stayed in a tent city waiting for their apartment to be fixed.
I think that he just finds it in his heart that this is what he's led to do.
The hurricane also destroyed Rich's home.
I went through the little spell of, definitely upset and having to replace, or having to find a new place.
After Hurricane Michael, there was a change of heart in Rich Johnson. He started to load his trailer with more than just boat supplies. Now it's filled with love. Bringing help to households still in need. This couple lives in a shed in their daughter's backyard.
He could play like 9, 10 different instruments. He got to play with Elvis Presley when he was a teenager.
Cynthia suffers from broken bones while her husband Bill could barely see anymore because of cataracts.
Went over to Walmart and we get Mr. Bill some clothes, and we get them some food and supplies and stuff like that, and just something to help them and just to know that there's people out there that care about them.
I think God puts people in your way to help you. He's definitely one of God's angels.
Real heroes seldom say they are.
No, absolutely not. But keep doing what I'm doing and continuing to help these amazing people.
Quan Mcwil, WUFT News. Some of the audience members, including Michael Rochelle's own daughter, Caroline, broke into tears when the jury delivered the verdict.
As to count 1, the defendant is guilty of attempted first-degree murder as charged in count 1 of the information.
Emotions erupted from Michael Rochelle's family inside the courtroom Thursday night, as a jury found a 63-year-old Gainesville man guilty of attempting to kill his wife, Susan O'Brien Rochelle, the night of February 2, 2018, an incident that ended with this 911 call the next morning.
What status emergency?
And my wife and I need an ambulance from Toledo.
Which, according to state prosecutors, came after Michael had stabbed his wife and forced her to go along with his story about a home invasion.
She will say absolutely anything to get to a hospital. She will say anything that she has to get out of his control.
The defense argues Susan's angry text messages, physical abuses against Michael, and even suicidal intentions in the past suggest Michael was defending himself.
He worked his butt off to make some money, and he was very generous with it. And for them to stand up and suggest that he would try to kill somebody over money is ridiculous.
The predominantly female jury also found Michael Rochelle guilty of false imprisonment, depriving the victim of medical care, tampering with the victim and evidence, as a result of his action to turn off security cameras inside the house.
Mr. McGinnis, do you have any statements regarding the trial today?
I do not.
And that is one of Michael Rochelle's defense attorneys, Patrick McGinnis. He didn't want to give any statements. For now, reporting outside the Alachua County Courthouse, I'm Quan Mcwil, WUFT News.
First at 5. From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.